Okay, welcome. The purpose of this video is to walk you through the initial steps to get your website up and running and show you the minimum number of assets that you need to be uploading into the site and show you how to get that done. Let's jump right in. So when you first come into the site, everything's blank. We haven't put any assets in yet. You should have been provided a username and password. So let's go ahead and get signed in. First thing you'll notice when you log in is it should say Studio Admin up here in the corner. That indicates the level of user that you're logged in as. Your home menu is up here in the corner where it shows your name. You just hover over it, it drops down, and you have some default settings that you can mess with, including going into the settings page. Yes, I would like to receive push notifications. Okay, other folks don't get the admin menu here, but you do. So if we click admin, this takes us into the admin dashboard. The first couple of things we want to familiarize ourselves with is the image uploading utility and the site settings here. So before we can start setting up things like the primary logo and the secondary logo down here, we have to upload some assets into the site. Now, you should have been provided a PDF document that listed all the different required assets to get started and what resolution each of those are. So I've already got them prepared here. We have a folder called Sexy Yoga, and in it we have different image resolutions. Here's our logos folder. And videos and whatnot that we want to use to populate the site. So first thing, let's go to the image manager. And it's very simple to use. To upload images into the site, all you have to do is drop them here on this guy. Now, don't confuse images that we upload into the site for utility use in the site. And by utility, I mean things like the logos and things. When you want to ingest pictures into the site that you want to use for updates and posts and blogs, that's done in a separate area. This images section is just to manage the administrative side of things. So let's grab this, and first thing, let's drag the logos in there. Boom, just like that, the logos are uploaded. So now that we have that done, we can go over to the admin panel, select site settings, and here in site settings we have a bunch of tabs across the top, and each tab has a collection of settings that get your website up and running. So the first thing we want to do here is click on this to select the primary logo, and I believe that's that one. Select, and the alternate logo, which is what shows up down here at the bottom of the page. Select alternate. That's a grayed out version. Now, these should be PNG files with transparency, or what's known as alpha channel. You don't want to have an opaque background in your logo, or it's not going to sit properly on the background. So lastly, when you upload images, we have the ability to watermark images as they're uploaded. So we can select the watermark image, and that's this guy with a nice box around it. Do that. As soon as we hit Save Settings, shazam, there's your primary logo, there's your secondary logo, and the watermark image will be used as we upload images into the site later on. So let's set up a few basic things. Name our site Sexy Yoga. Now you can control the default page that the user is redirected to after they come through the welcome, the legal screen at the beginning. So when they click OK on that, you get to choose where they land. So for example, if you're primarily a camming site, you can have them land on the cams page. Most folks choose to have the home page, because there's some good sales information on there, especially for free users, that will entice them to hopefully get signed up, become a premium member on your site. So you can start to do things like filling in the phone number here. Whatever your support email is, we'll say support@sexyyoga.fun. You may have a separate email for models to send in if they want to become a cam model on your site. cams@sexyyoga.fun. Now, whoever hosts your 2257 records, it's up to you to find an adequate provider. We can recommend some folks that do that, but you're going to need to fill in the address for your 2257 provider, and that's where you do that there. We support a number of social networks, and in order to make them function, all you have to do is fill in the URL that points to your social network. So this is fictitious, what I'm typing here, but if it weren't, it would map to the correct location. Now, notice as soon as I type a few here, www.twitter.com/sexyyoga, down at the bottom of the page here in the corner, there's nothing. As soon as I hit save, now there's two of them down there. So as long as there is something typed in the line for any of these social networks, it will automatically populate the correct icons down here at the bottom of the screen after you save. You can also set up your site's default categories. So this relates to when your content is ingested into the Dark Cloud storefront. Most folks will have a primary and a secondary. So let's say we're a high heels site, and we're also into face sitting. So that's our primary and our secondary category. You can override those later with each update that you post into the site. You can pick new categories if you want, but by filling these in, it sets the defaults that are saved and then used every time you create a new update. Let's save settings. Now, without getting into more of the features, it's going a little in depth right now. Up here, you can control which of these menus show up on your nav bar. So let's say you have no interest in using the blogs or the live stream section of the site. Turn those two off and hit save, and notice how the menu bar adapted itself and those menus no longer visible up there. So to turn them back on is as simple as coming here, save settings, and now those menu features are back on and available. So let's bounce over into getting some promotional media set up so that our homepage will function properly. If we go into promotional media, there are a collection of carousels and videos that we can populate that will fill in the sales portion of your home screen. So let's close this and let's upload some content. So here is our, let's start with the primary large carousel. So the primary carousel on the home page, the image resolutions need to be 1170 by 500. So if we grab all these guys and drag them on there, boom, they upload really quickly, and done. Now we have all those carousel images pushed into the admin image section. Close, go back to site settings, promotional media. So for the large carousel, pull it up, and let's say we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pictures. So I'm holding down Control, and I'm clicking on all the ones I want. I say select. So those are the images that will be used for the carousel. Now, if we go to the home screen, Shazam, our carousel's populated. So let's say you don't like those and you want to use the other set that we have also uploaded. Really easy. We can come back here, select carousel images, select this set, and select. Go back to home, and now that's the image set that we're using for the carousel. Okay, so there's a smaller carousel that we can populate down here just below. Let's go back to admin, image utility, go to the folder, small carousel. Now these images should all be 300 by 200, standard 3 by 2 aspect. Drag these guys, upload them, bam, done super fast. Close, site settings, promotional media, small carousel images. And notice how at the top of the list, the newest images always come to the top of the list. So even when your list starts to get big, anything you've most recently uploaded is always going to be at the top of the list for you. So let's select a handful of these smaller images. Select, populates in the list here, back home, and now we have a second smaller carousel down here. Okay, there's one more carousel that we can put in, and it's made up of preview videos. Now, these videos that you put here are going to be available to anyone that comes to the site, because again, the purpose of the home page is to attract paying customers. So when either visitors or free members come to this page, we want to try to attract them to sign up and become paying members. So let's introduce you to another aspect of the site, the Video Manager. So the Video Manager is where you just get to upload all the videos that you want. We click on the Upload tab, say Add Files, navigate to where your files are located. And you can select one or more videos here. Say Open. So here's all your videos waiting to be uploaded. You click the Start Upload button. Off goes the first one. Now your upload speed is going to be limited by the speed of your internet connection at your home or business. The faster that your up bandwidth is, the faster that you'll be able to upload. Now, there's a few important things to understand about our video system. We use what's called adaptive bitrate video, which means for every video or movie that you upload to the site, behind the scenes, we create 4 copies of it. The original high-resolution copy, a slightly lower copy, again a lower copy, and then a very small copy. This allows us to adaptively play back the video as people's bandwidth goes up and down. So, for example, if you're driving along in a taxi cab and you have good bandwidth and then bad bandwidth and then back to good, the quality of the video just gets blurrier and crisper as the adaptive bitrate just shifts between the 4 videos that we've encoded. But the player or the consumer gets a smooth playback experience. So between the time that a video finishes uploading and the time that it's available for use, it's usually 3 to 5 minutes unless you're uploading hour-long videos, and then it's going to be, a good 30 minutes or so while we prepare the 4 different resolution videos behind the scenes. Okay, we skipped ahead here. Just finishing uploading half a dozen videos. As soon as this last one, zenyoga.mov, uploads, we'll be able to start utilizing the videos that we uploaded earlier. A little side note on videos, we support about 150 different video formats on upload. So just about every conceivable type of source video that you might have from going back in the day all the way up through the current standards and formats are supported on upload. We convert everything that you upload to H.264 encoded .mp4 files. That's kind of a universal standard these days. We don't have to mess with WMVs or MOV files or any of the other older formats that we've kind of been messing around with for the last 10 or 15 years. MP4 files can be played on Androids and iOS and Windows and Mac desktops. So it's a wonderful standard that we've settled on that really simplifies the content that we deliver. All right, our video uploads are complete. We can switch back over to the Videos tab here, and we can see that we have preview clips created and all the videos have been compressed. So they're all available and ready for use. You can preview one just by hitting the play button. It goes into the player, and you can see what results we got. So, looks nice. From here, now that we have the videos available and they're uploaded and ready for use, we can go back to site settings, promotional media, and select 4 promotional videos. So let's use 1, 2, 3. Let's go with 2 outdoor ones. Select. Okay, so we have 2 by the beach and 2 inside. Now if we go back to our home page, scroll down a little bit, we have demo videos available. So if we launch one, hit play, perfect. So our video backbone is running on a 10 gigabit network. It's on the highest performance network in Western United States, and it should serve everybody nicely. So that gets your home screen pretty well configured. The last thing we can do here is go over to our cam screen. Now, I went ahead and set up some models. We'll make a separate video later demonstrating how to get individual models set up for camming. But we can actually get a nice carousel going on this page as well. So if we go back to our image manager and grab cams, now these images are 1170 by 250. So I just made some placeholder banners here. We'll upload those 3 guys. Close, site settings, come back here, choose this, click on those guys, and now when we go back to cams, we get those banners up at the top of the page. So these banners might be enticing folks about upcoming shows. We have the calendar down here that allows you to place events that are scheduled, and push notifications and whatnot go out to anyone that subscribes to things that you put on the calendar. Individual members that like a particular model, anytime that model goes live, they'll either get an email, a text message, or a push notification, depending on how they have their settings set up for their profile. Okay, so that's the very basics to getting the site up and running. Stay tuned, and we'll have some more videos for you on how to create new updates as well as editing your blogs. Thanks for watching.